Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our final live stream here at IC 2019 in Denver, Colorado. Alongside TALIA Noble-Gershon from United Kingdom, Ireland, I'm Eli Burke from North Texas, Oklahoma, and we're here to recap the whole convention for all of you back home. We've had an amazing time here in Denver, and we're about to start counting down the days until we get to meet in Dallas for IC 2020.
Throughout this weekend, Alifs and BBGs from across the world have come together to learn about leadership and taking control of responsibilities within their communities, listen to great speakers and enjoy their time making new friends here in Denver.
We started off with a powerful opening ceremony on Thursday night where we heard from the leaders of our order and got ready for the great weekend ahead of us. The highlight which wrapped up the night had to be the great performance by Cheat Codes. They got everyone in the right mood for the unforgettable memories the weekend had in store.
On Friday morning, after an amazing Leeds plenary, everyone split up into groups according to their own specific interests and participated in a wide variety of leadership labs from topics ranging from journalism to coding, sports, lifeguarding, advocacy and much more. This year's batch of Leeds Days activities held the most opportunities yet.
After a day of listening to great speakers, many different styles of Shabbat services were available to the teens where they could connect to the Jewish faith in their most comfortable way.
Going from delicious meals in the separates, Friday night gave all of us the chance to reflect upon our week and what we can do to make our communities better when we return home.
We kicked off Shabbat with a great day of speakers and programming where our Olives and BBGs learned more about the business and workforce through our amazing speakers, chapter showcases, and states defining what it is like to be in BBYO today. It showed that we have the power to take control of our future.
This morning, the order split off again into AZ8 and BBG sports tournaments, sightseeing across the Denver area, and the elections of the 95th Grand Board of the Alef Zadik Alef and the 75th International Board of the B'nai B'rith Girls. Each and every teen had the opportunity to explore the values of BBYO that we cherish so much.
And that brings us to right now. We are ready to go into an amazing dinner followed by a great dance headlined by Galantis, Marky Bassi, and T-Pain. I know everyone here is excited to see all these great performers as it will send all of us home in the best way possible.
Now let's talk to some others who have come here this weekend alongside us.
Now first up we have Jacob, Ben, and Jacob from SJR.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm Ben. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jacob.
So what was your favorite part about this weekend as a whole?
You want me to take this one? Yeah. All right. So my favorite part about this weekend as a whole would have to be talking to all my friends. It's just been a really great experience, just having fun with them, and also meeting new people too. Even though I may not know them personally or even their names, talking to them is easy because there's a sense of unity with that.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just a great sense of global initiative, getting to meet people from other countries. Personally, I've met people from Moldova, Great Britain, different areas like Russia, and it's just been an amazing experience getting to talk to all these new people that I never would have met before if I didn't come to IC.
Definitely, in addition to meeting new people, I think the best part was all the amazing programming that was done, from the Leads Day to Chapter Showcase and everything about it.
What was your favorite part of your Leeds Day activity?
My favorite part of my Leads Day activity was talking and getting to listen to Brian Copeland, a linebacker for the New York Jets, and just hearing his story and talking about his motivation and his work ethic and just how he overcame all of his challenges, which I thought was really cool and impactful.
My favorite part of my Leads Day activity was getting to hear from motivational speakers from the political environment talking about their own opinions on different political issues and hearing out my group's opinions, and it was definitely a very interesting and amazing opportunity.
For my Leads Day activity, I got to hear from multiple speakers from the LGBTQ plus community, and my favorite part of that was definitely they put on a drag show. That was a lot of fun, and it did help help me gain a better understanding of the LGBT community and what they have to deal with.
So we heard about what your favorite Leads Day speakers were, but what about the whole convention, the entire convention? Who were some of your most notable speakers and what made them so impactful to you?
Definitely, even though it was my Leads Day activity, Brian Copeland was the best speaker in my opinion. He really had an impact on me and everyone around. Just his story about getting injured time and time again and still getting back up onto the field and working just so hard supporting a family, running a nonprofit, and just everything about him was just amazing and inspiring.
My favorite speaker would have to be Jared Polis, the governor of Colorado. It was an amazing opportunity to get to hear him speak about his own political opinions, as well as what he believes teens can do in the political environment to help benefit everyone across the United States. And it was definitely an amazing opportunity to hear him speak.
My favorite speaker would have to be Austin, the little 4-year-old, who he just like went around and like handing out like good vibes and food to the homeless, and I really like empathize with that because like I try and like live like that a lot in my life, and like I definitely have like similar aspects with that, so he really like spoke to me.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now our next group of speakers are Jared, Jake, and Gabby from BIR, GMR, and GAR.
Hi. So what grades are you all in?
I'm a junior.
I'm a senior.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm a senior. I'm a senior as well.
Cool.
So Gabby, you said you were a junior. Yes. Are you planning on coming back to IC in 2020, and are you really bringing anyone else with you?
Most definitely. IC's been really great so far, and I've met a lot of cool people, and I cannot wait to see them all next year. Bringing people, definitely. I know there are a lot of people in my region that don't have international friends yet or haven't been on summer programs, but after they go on summer programs, but also just to come and meet people because people are cool here.
So what is one skill that you're going to bring back, that you're going to take from IC and bring back to your regions to make them more impactful and better?
One skill that I'm going to take back to my region is definitely taking action. Last night we had a bunch of speakers and they all talked about sort of like taking issues and like solving them and going through the process of like not really backing down or really going through anything, and sort of also just being like the pride of Judaism and knowing that like as a group we can all be powerful together.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with that. The speakers were just absolutely riveting. Yeah, I just want to take away the messages that they were spreading, take those back to my region. Just good stuff like that,
What were some of your Leeds Day tracks, and what made you choose them, and how did your speakers shape the rest of the convention for you?
Okay, my Leeds Day track was the REI, One Way to Protect, One Earth, Many Ways to Protect, and we talked about about climate change and how important it is to understand climate change and how important it is for other people to understand climate change and get on board with trying to help the earth, and how many ways there are to do that, whether like it's solar panels or composting or just recycling or using less plastic, from things to like big corporations to like in-home things you can do that are easy. It was awesome.
So I ran the Refugee Story Leeds Day program. So I was selected to do that through like the Leeds Day Searing, and I had a blast. So I worked with a bunch of refugees at the University of Denver, and they have a program there where they train them in hospitality management and sort of like prepare them for like real world after coming from the countries that they were in. And it's just so interesting hearing all their stories and cooking with them and the chef, and also going to like a border crossing exercise to show us what their life from traveling between countries is. And it was just really entertaining and interesting and just like kind of eye-opening because you get to hear from all these different perspectives.
So I went on the, where's the camera at? So I was on the planning for the future of food. We thought it was going to be at a farm. Turned out it was on site. Good stuff. It was like my 5th choice. It was still really fun though. So we learned about sustainability, sustainable practices, planting, just really interesting stuff. If you're interested in the future of agriculture, environmental science, just really good for that. Just had a blast, really informative, really fun. I'm going to take a lot away from it. Yeah, good stuff.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're going to go to our next group of speakers,
Thank
which
you.
are Sydney, Lila, and Daniel from GAR and Eastern Region.
Woo. Hey guys, so what grade are you guys in?
I'm in 11th grade.
I'm also in 11th grade.
And I am a senior.
So for Lila and Sydney, are you excited for next year in Texas? Are you going to be there? Are you excited?
I'm definitely going to be there. I'm so excited. It's going to be so fun.
I'm also going to be there, and I'm also really excited.
So today we went on sightseeing, we had elections, and there were AZAA and BBYO sports. What were some of the tracks that you went on, and what did you do that made it so fun?
I went to the Cave of the Winds and the Garden of the Gods, and it was really beautiful, and it was exciting to be with everybody.
I went to Royal Gorge, which is a bridge. It was really pretty though and fun, and yeah.
I went to Mile High Stadium and Coors Field Stadium, and I really loved it because I'm a huge sports fan, and I'm very glad that BBYO offers that type of program.
So we talk a lot about the magic of IC and how great it is. What would you say to someone that's thinking about coming next year but isn't sure? Like, what's the best thing you could say about IC to encourage someone?
Oh, definitely come to see all your friends and the amazing programs, and just to get meet more people and everything.
Yeah, I definitely want to say that you should come to see all of your old friends, make new friends, and see all the performers, which is really fun always.
I'm going to have to apologize about being cliche, but I think it's the best part about it is making new friends. If you have old friends, seeing old friends, and really developing the relationships as the week goes by.
And tonight, everyone's looking forward to that great concert. What are you specifically looking most forward to tonight?
Buy Me a Drink by T-Pain. 100%. That's an all-time song right there.
I'm also excited. I'm also excited to see T-Pain.
Yeah, I have to say the same thing, T-Pain.
T-Pain fans across the board.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming, and have a great rest of the evening. Bye.
Our next group are Ali, Ross, and Becca from Gold Coast, NFR, and ONR.
Hi. What grade are you all in?
I'm a junior.
I'm a sophomore.
Should I get this?
I'm also a sophomore.
So you guys looking forward to coming back to IC 2020 in Dallas, Texas?
Woo!
Oh my gosh, for sure.
God, it's in Dallas? Yes, I'm coming.
So excited. I'm actually so excited.
That's so fun.
Yeah, this is my first IC, and I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Definitely going to come back next time.
So what were some of your favorite parts about this weekend?
I've just been enjoying all the things I've done. Like today, I was doing the Maccabia games, and I played lots of sports.
I really loved IC so far, to see all the cool guest speakers, and then I met a lot of people that I'm gonna see in future times in my life, and all of the activities were super fun so far.
Just seeing my CLTC friends was so much fun. I haven't seen them since CLTC, which was in June. I went on CLTC 7, and they're like my family from a different state, and it was just awesome to see them.
How does it feel to be in one convention center with 3,000 teams from all around the world? From England, from Moldova, from America, from Georgia? How does that international community feel?
It was really interesting because my roommates were from other states, and I learned about how they do their BBYO experience, and everything is so different, and to see that difference, it's really interesting.
I feel like it was just really awesome to see that there are so many Jews everywhere in the world, and that we're all connected through BBYO. I just think it's amazing.
I agree with them, and when the first time we went into the area to study I don't know. We started singing together, and there was all these songs that I've done all throughout my entire life. I've known them forever, and to hear so many people knowing it and singing it, it was really amazing.
Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you.
Next up, we have Daniel, Isaac, and Zach from NSR and NRE.
Hey guys.
Hey Danielle.
Howdy. So what grade are you guys in?
I'm a senior.
I'm a junior.
And I am also a senior.
So are you excited for IC next year?
I'm so excited. I made so many new friends from around the world this weekend, and it's just so exciting that I get to see them again in a year.
So we're all at IC for that same reason. So what does the magic and the power of IC differ from any other convention or summer programs that you've gone on in your BYO careers?
Well, for me, it really gives you the ability to, for me, I went on Kalal this summer, so I really got the great opportunity to meet up a ton of my friends I went there with, like TALIA. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of people, not only that I'd met before, but a ton of new people from across the world that I'd never met before, which is really cool and unique that you can't get at anything like regional convention.
Yeah, I completely agree with what Isaac said. And I think also the fact that this is such a huge convention with people literally from around the world. And it's really crazy to think about, like, a lot of us, like, a lot of us are from America, and a lot of us, like, typically interact with Americans, but then you come to a convention like here and all of a sudden you're in with people from, like, UK and Ireland, people from Argentina, people from, like, Latvia, and, like, other, like, a whole bunch of different countries. And I think that's a really cool experience. Just earlier today, like maybe an hour ago, I went outside and it was snowing, and there were, like, some Argentinian teens just, like, marveling at the snow. And it's like, I live in Maryland, so I sort of take that for granted, but it's really cool to be at a place where there's so much, like, cultural diversity that there's like just so much going on.
Yeah. So really quickly, what were some of your favorite parts about this weekend overall?
I thought that Leeds Day was really interesting. I was fortunate enough to go with something that, like, matched sort of what I want to do when I go to college and everything, and that was really cool, getting that experience and talking with, like, real people who knew a lot within their fields.
My favorite part so far was probably actually opening ceremonies. It was so cool seeing, like, all the different regions with their flags, like, in one room, and yeah.
Yeah, for me, my favorite part has to be the reunions that we've had to be able to do. It was a ton of fun to be able to see a ton of the people I haven't seen since the summer, so yeah, that was really cool.
Okay.
Great. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Enjoy tonight.
Our next guest is a really big one. It is Matt Grossman, the CEO of BBYO.
Woo. Hi.
Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
This is awesome.
So
it's good to be here. What's going on?
Thank you so much for joining us here on our live stream. So the Power IC has reached out to thousands of teams all across the world. What do you think keeps drawing them back year after year?
Look, I think it's an incredible environment for young Jews to feel a part of something bigger, for them to feel connected to each other, for them to feel a sense of leadership and sense of empowerment that they don't get in a lot of other environments.
So how does it feel personally from the UK and Ireland to have people from all across the world enjoying this experience year after year, and that it's reached such diverse places like Russia, AJT, that didn't have such a Jewish community before, and it's really impacted people's lives?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm deeply touched by the global reach of BBYO. I think it's one of the best things that's happened to the organization over the last 5 years. Look, ideally, we want to be a global platform of young Jews connected to each other and taking on the world together. And you can't just do that isolated to one country or community. So in my opinion, the more we have, the stronger we are, and the more we can get done in this world.
So what is it like to work in the international office, and what does it take to put together such an amazing event like this?
What it takes is wonderful colleagues and talented colleagues and hardworking team leaders, and I'm very fortunate to be blessed with all of those. It's no one person's accomplishment getting something like this up and running. So to have those colleagues, those team leaders all working together toward a common goal is very special.
We've recently reached out, BBYO's recently reached out to Australia and other countries. What are the next big plans for BBYO to become an even more global movement, or any big plans in the future, like something like I see something similar happening at a different time of the year, or anything just cool that our viewers might want to hear about?
Sure. I think first off, I think we're up to 50 countries, and that happened just before IC started. I think Costa Rica was our latest country, which is just amazing. I think, what it's really about is moments of connection, and we do that through the different experiences we have. So I think what you'll see in the coming years is not only IC being a convening point for our global community, but also summer programs, Israel trips, all the experiences we offer. And already we've started some exchanges where North American teens are going to other communities. I think you'll see more of that moving forward as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us.
Can I do a shout out before I drop off? Today is my wife's birthday, so I want to say happy birthday to Melissa and also my 2 children, Gabe and Olivia, who are at home, maybe watching this. But if they are, I love you guys. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Thank you. You've really made an impact in so many teens' lives. Thank you.
Next up, we have Ethan, Eli, and Avi, all from MAR.
Hi. So what grade are you guys in?
I'm a junior.
I'm also a junior.
And I'm a sophomore.
Cool.
So, are you guys looking forward to next year's IC in Dallas, Texas? And are you
Yeah,
gonna bring
for
anyone else
sure.
with you?
I'm definitely going to bring all my friends with me. It was so cool. There's a lot going on. Really big, a lot of fun people. I've made so many friends.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had such a great time. This is my first IC, so I've really just had a great experience in general, and I'm excited for next year for sure.
This is also my first IC, and I'm super excited for next year because I've had the time of my life here.
So, as your first IC, the people whose first IC it was, I think it was all of you, what is something amazing that you found out about BBYO or something different you've seen through all the people from different places in the world? Like, what's something you felt like the magic of IC from your first convention?
Well, I saw how close the Jewish religion is and how close everyone here is, and how I don't even know people and they just come up to me and shake my hand and give me a hug, and I love how everyone's so nice.
I find it really awesome because it's kind of like a whole event that you would have normally, like just kind of out and about in the world, but we all have something in common, and so we can all kind of relate to each other through this common trait that we have, so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's like there's so many people from all over the world here, but it seems like if you've known these people for years instead of a few days, like that's how nice everyone is with other people.
So, who were some of your favorite speakers throughout this weekend, and what made them so impactful to you?
I liked Max Greenfield a lot.
I liked Justin, the Nike runner with cerebral palsy. I saw him actually 3 times. The first day on the Leads program, and then the second day, and obviously the third day yesterday. So that was pretty cool. I think that was my favorite.
I also liked Max Greenfield. He was really funny and really cool to watch, and I got to meet him, which was one of my highlights of this weekend.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening.
Our next group is Sarah, Marissa, and Colin from NSR and PWR.
Hi. So what grade are you all in?
I'm a sophomore at Jericho High School.
Cool.
I'm also a sophomore at Wheatley.
I'm a sophomore at Oak Park High School.
So all of you are sophomores. Are you going to come back to Dallas next year and bring anyone else with you to share the experience of IC?
I would genuinely love to. I've had such a good experience with making such nice friends like Colin here, and I've loved spending time with the friends that I've made in previous years.
Absolutely. I hope I can make it to Dallas next year and bring some freshmen maybe, so it's their first IC, and make their experience as good as my first one was.
Yeah, I mean, similar to what they said, I plan on coming back, and I hope to bring people too.
So what's been a fun memory you've had from IC this year, which you want to share?
Today was definitely a total blast. I went ice skating on Evergreen Lake, and it was super cool and a lot of fun. So.
I think definitely talking to the international kids and just like hearing all these different languages being spoken, and also one of my friends speaks fluent Hebrew and she was able to communicate with the Israelis, so that actually really inspired me, and like I'm sort of interested in maybe learning to speak Hebrew or something like that.
I think just making so many new friends and just really bonding with people who I had never seen before and so quickly, just being able to make these lifelong connections that I never thought I would.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Have a good evening.
All right, next up we have Michael and Peter from KIO.
Hello.
Hi, what grade are you guys in?
We're both in 11.
Cool.
So you guys looking forward to IC next year and bringing people back with you to share this amazing experience with everyone?
Yes, I'm looking forward to next year a lot. I've had a great time this year, and can't wait till next year.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see all my friends that I met this year, whether that was just like in an elevator ride or whether that was on a bus from Leeds Day or whatever. I'm excited to come back and see them next year.
How would you describe IC in one word or one sentence?
Probably just go with, in one sentence, an experience of a lifetime, You get to see great speakers, learn a lot, and just really inspiring stuff out here.
I'd probably use magical, just because when you realize all the work that's gone behind this amazing convention, you just start to realize like how absolutely insane it is that this actually comes together and works and actually happens every year.
Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you
joining
so
us.
much. Have a nice evening.
You too.
So today, our regional boards all gathered to elect the 95th and 75th international boards of AZA and BBG, and we have the results of those elections right here. The 95th Grand Board of the Alexandria Aleph is Grand Aleph Gadol Ethan Goldie, Grand Aleph Sagan Adam Weintraub, Grand More Dove Factor, the Moskir Kian Roy, Shaliach Grand Randall, and Gizbor Ethan Freed. And for the 75th International Board of the B'nai B'rith Girls, the International Messiah is Emily Kolodny, Siganit is Mia Buchman, I'm Chabarod is Michelle Tanner, Moskira is Lindsay Sharman, Shlicha is Jill Goldwasser, and the Gizbarit is Rose Levine.
To all of those watching at home, thank you for tuning in throughout this weekend. We hope you enjoyed it.
And to all of those teens out there who are on the fence about IC, we hope you've confirmed your attendance for next year. It's truly an experience like no other.
Go to the BBYO Facebook page or BBYO Insider on YouTube to rewatch any of the live streams from this weekend.
This is Eli and Talia signing off. Thanks everyone for a great weekend at IC 2019 that we will never forget.